So one of the great joys of my job is watching people retire. I get to see it every single week, it feels like, over a couple of decades, and it's truly the greatest joy and reward of my job, watching people take that great transition from the working world to the retirement world. And so for today, I'm going to talk about the working in retirement mentality, as I've seen a lot of people who are financially able. They may hit that threshold where they could retire based on projections and models we run for them at 52, 55, 62, 70, but they're not quite ready to turn it off. And so here's the 6 type of people that I typically see once we give them the green light that they are able to retire, or the 3 bad day rule, I like to call it. So the first is Complacent Connie. Complacent Connie is that guy or gal who is in a position to retire. They've worked for the same company for 20, 30 years. They can do their job sitting on their head, blindfolded with one hand behind their back. And they make good enough money. So they figure, why not sock a couple more years away? They're not quite ready to turn it off, but they know they have the confidence that if they have those 3 bad days, they can give their 2 weeks notice. And just knowing they can retire is a weight lifted off their shoulders. So that's Complacent Connie. Next is Opportunistic Ollie. I love this one. It's kind of the way I would be if I were at that stage, which is here's someone who's accomplished plenty, able to retire, and they're going to go get the big payday, maybe the C-suite job, maybe the big director role, where they're in a position to cash in their chips, take their 20, 30 plus years of industry experience and go have a fun project where they make a lot of money. Maybe it's private equity, maybe it's a big stock option play or ownership in something. But they take this and it could be the difference between them of a second home in retirement or just go in the course. But I like Opportunistic Ollie because, again, I kind of relate to it. The next is Lifestyle Lucy. Lifestyle Lucy, I would call the individual who says, you know what, I'm able to retire. I'm not loving my job. I'm done with this grind, but I'm not ready to cash it in. I still got a couple good years in me or some gas left in the tank. And this person goes part-time, consults for 2, 3, 4, even 5 years. And generally, they make more than they thought they would consulting or doing some part-time work because someone's paying them for their experience, which you can't, there's no shortcut to. And it covers their expenses. Maybe they sock a few dollars away and it moves, they take more vacations. They start living their life now. And quite honestly, it's a great option for a lot of people. I like the Lifestyle Lucy. The next person is Challenge Charlie. Now, this is different than the Opportunistic Ollie because Challenge Charlie, I have a client, for instance, who retired, was in a position to do so, went back, got his PhD. He's a student still in his postdoc. This was a challenge to him. This was a life challenge. Some people start in a business. Some it's getting an advanced degree that's always eluded them from a fancy institution. This is a really cool one. I wish I had a separate passion personally that I would go be a Challenge Charlie with, where I could go accomplish something I've always dreamed of. But this takes a lot of gumption and a lot of energy, but it works for some people. Next, we have Passion Patty. Passion Patty is someone who is looking to give back their time generally. I see this person go work at a food kitchen or work in nonprofit. They just have this passion inside them. Usually it's something they've dabbled in for years and years through their working life, but now can go retire, whether for money or not for money even, and go pursue this passion, this burning that's been inside of them for all these years. And they can awaken that act. Finally, we have Free Frannie. Free Frannie is a great individual. I'm jealous of Free Frannie as well. I can't see it in me, at least not today. And this is the person who literally turns it off and may go back to work, but they take their 3, 6, 12 months to enjoy retirement, really think through what they want to do, if anything, and then they go enjoy their life. They go into the sunset and do what's right for them, and that is free Frank. So who are you? 1 through 6. I'd be curious to hear. In any regards, the retirement decision is not one to take lightly. There are great ways to ease into it that work for you, your spouse, your family, and your pocketbook. Anyways, I'm Andrew Rosen, president of Diversified Lifelong Advisors. As always, stay wealthy, stay healthy, and stay happy. Take care.